What's up, boo? It's Queen Alicious. Just kidding. It's Jasmine. What's up, y'all? But this is my Queen Alicious wig. For those of you who don't know, I am an actress. I have been working on a new film called My Name is Mercy. It's about a young woman who's famous. Well, not famous, but she's a CEO. She make a lot of money, but she's kind of like really snooty towards homeless people and broke people. And so she has this long lost father, and she finds out that he's homeless. So it's a really good lesson. I'm playing her best friend, Queen Alicious. So you guys can keep up with my acting career on my social media at Jasmine C. Garner on Facebook and Instagram. So I just want to get right into this. So I don't know if you guys saw this article from October, but it's a woman. She was wearing this outfit and she's going to travel somewhere. She's getting on a plane, and the employees tell her, hey, you need to cover up. Like, we're trying to respect other passengers. We need you to put on a shirt. Or they wouldn't let her board. They have to like reprimand her or whatever. And she was, going back and forth about, well, what policy is that? Da, 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 da. And then the pilot had to give her his shirt. And the pilot was all like, oh, they hating on you. Let me just go ahead and give you my shirt. So they can, you can go ahead and get home or whatever. So when I read this article, I was just very disturbed because I was just like, oh, we see these articles from time to time, and it really bothers me because it's almost like our society is being so selfish and so stuck on ourselves and so just, I don't know, we just in perilous times. The Lord said that it would get like this. So it's like we're literally going back to times of like when it's like elementary age stuff. Like, we are getting so selfish and so simple that we have to go back and teach people what it means to be polite, what it means to be decent in public. Like, I don't understand. Like, I can see if this young lady was going to a club or she was going to a beach, but she's getting on a plane. It's like, why are you dressed like that? Like, what about the respect for other people? You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, people respected other people. They thought about where they were going. They didn't come out the house unless they were decent. And then we have indecent exposure laws and all of that. So it's like, it just doesn't make sense for grown people to be acting like this. Like, we're living in times where it's perilous. Like, if you turn to 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy 3, when it talks about perilous times, it says, but know this, that in the last days, perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unloving, unholy, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty. It goes on and on. Lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, and from such turn away. So it's like, this is totally, this type of situation is a lover of themselves. This is somebody, I'm not trying to judge her, so I'm gonna just put it in my terms. This is me. If I was to do that, that's me loving myself. I'm thinking about me. Well, I got my tatas out, and if you don't like it, then you can bounce, or I'm gonna cancel culture. I'm gonna do a lawsuit. Like, it's just total selfishness. Like, you're just thinking about you. When you're going out in public to travel, you have to think about other people. Like, when you're driving, you have to literally think about other people. Put your signal on. Do all these other things, to think about folks. You're not the only one on the road. You're not the only one traveling on this plane. So it's like, we're just becoming very selfish generation, and everybody's cancel culture. When we trying to get somebody to respect something or to see a different opinion, it's cancel culture. If it ain't about me, if it ain't my way, then the whole thing can shut down. What kind of sense does that make? Like, what are we coming to? Why are we coming back to elementary age stuff, teaching people about being polite and respectful? Like, and I know people have the argument, well, it's her breast, it's her tata, she can do what she want to do. Okay, but what happened to common decency? What happened to all of that? Like, apart from, let's go back to like the natural side. The spiritual side is that people are selfish and that they're self-seekers, okay? So the natural side is, but what happened to common decency and respect? What happened to, okay, you know what? I'm about to go outside. Let me put some clothes on. there's going to be men out there, there's going to be babies out there, they don't need to be seeing this. Why we just can't think about other people? You know, and this world is so backwards. They want to like preach, well, be kind and think about other people and do good deeds. But we turn around and if it's not my way, it's cancel culture. Everybody a hater if they don't respect my way. You know, if I got to do it this way, then everybody a hater. I'm going to shut down the airline. Just put on a shirt. You know, you about to go to whatever your destination is, you can go wear whatever you want. Like, I don't understand why it has to be so difficult for grown people. You know, like, this is a grown woman. Like, where's the decency at? And I know people have that argument, well, people gonna lust after you if you a nun or you're a stripper, da-da-da. Okay, that's true. People are responsible for their actions and what they look at and what they see. But it's like, you can't just go out, well, I'm gonna go to church wearing this. And I know my butt is huge, but I'm going to wear this tight dress. And I know with some young men that go to church and they sit behind me. So it's like, if you're thinking about other people, like Galatians 5:13 says, then you're not going to come out any kind of way. You're going to think about somebody else. Galatians 5:13 says, for you, my brothers, were called to freedom. Only do not let your freedom become an opportunity for the sinful nature, worldliness, and selfishness. But through love, serve and seek the best from one another. So it's like, if you're a godly person, you on fire for God. Like in my previous video, I said, wear what you want, but it was about this scripture. Wear what you want, but don't let that freedom turn into you being enslaved to your flesh, being worldly and being selfish. Because people like if you're going to go to church and you're going to wear this, and you know you got some men or some young women that look up to you, and you know that you're voluptuous, or you know that this probably is, you know, a little bit worldly, then you're not going to do that, because you're going to look out for other people. It may not be a good look for somebody that in your mature level to go out looking the way that you look. Okay, because the younger generation is behind you. You got these young men that's the testosterone going crazy. We don't need, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about somebody else for a moment. Think about what you about to do and how that could be offensive to somebody else. So that's just all I want to say. This stuff, this cancel culture stuff, all of this, it don't make sense. You know, that our nations and communities have laws in place to like govern the public peace. So if you're going to be defiant against that, then be prepared to take those kinds of consequences and have that kind of heat coming your way. You know, let's just be grown. Let's just be respectful. Let's be kind and light and think about other people. You know, it's just crazy, y'all. We have to be not conform, because these people out here, they just, 2 Timothy 3, they perishing and they selfish and they gonna do what they do. But let's make sure we keep the standard of holiness and we think about other people, that we seek the best for other people. And that's all I wanted to say. Make sure y'all follow me on my other social media to keep up with all the acting roles and the modeling that I do at Jasmine C. Garner. Bye.